Welcome to ABC 7 Extra Sunday, everyone. Good evening. I'm Mark Ross. Tonight, we welcome Ricardo Mora, the new Chief Executive Officer of the El Paso Chamber, who officially begins work tomorrow. Ricardo takes the helm of the 125-year-old chamber from Andrea Hutchins. And Mr. Mora, welcome to Extra. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Mark, thank you for having me here.
You were one of more than 300 applicants for the position of CEO. So why did you decide you wanted to lead the El Paso Chamber?
Well, I thought that I could make El Paso better. I've been from this region I was born in El Paso, lived in Ciudad Juarez for most of my life. My family's here, our extended family's here, and I believe I'm at a time in my life that I can make positive change. I've been a businessman for over 30 years. Cross-border business, and I can apply many of the learnings through my experience.
So you are a co-founder of the Technology Hub Business Center in Juarez, recently a principal at RM International, which is an asset management company. How does that background help you as CEO?
Well, Technology Hub Business Center, it's a space in Ciudad Juarez that was the former U.S. consulate facility, where we host about 85 companies from different, SMEs to large publicly traded companies.
I know, what is an SME?
A small and medium-sized enterprise.
All right.
So small businesses that work with the community, and a lot of them have to do with technology. Others are standard businesses, and they have cross-border experience. So through the Technology Hub, we've been able to develop programs for accelerating these businesses on both sides of the borders. As you know, Mark, our community is so unique in that just people, trade goods, families live on both sides of the border. This is really a unique, area of the country. So with the experience I've gained at Technology Hub, I believe that it's going to help me strengthen the vision of the chamber to have a better structure on both sides of the border, have better relationships, and including Las Cruces for sure.
Now, you've been quoted as saying that you want to see what bridges need to be built or strengthened when it comes to El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. Do you already have an idea of what direction you want to take?
Definitely. I've been reaching out to our stakeholders and trusted relationships that we have with the manufacturing industry. We've run our signature program that we run with the manufacturing industry is that we help companies get connected to the supply chain. So it's a $50+ billion industry in our region that we've been helping companies incorporate in this. And I've been reaching out to them, and many of the chambers across of Ciudad Juarez have reached out to me as well. To start these collaborations, to figure better ways to build bridges in our community for local prosperity.
Can you talk about some of the organizations in Juarez that have reached out to you that want to work with the El Paso Chamber?
Of course, yeah. I've spoken to Desarrollo Económico of Ciudad Juarez,
which is the sister chamber for the El Paso Chamber in a sense.
Well, it is a economic development organization. There's also a chamber of Ciudad Juarez. There's Xtra of Ciudad Juarez. There's Canaco. There's FECHAC.
There's a number of
organizations, and they're all excited about the opportunity of working together in our community.
Now, I know that one of the concerns that your predecessor, Andrea Hutchins, had was border security and how that affects cross-border commerce. How would you see the chamber advocating to make some changes in that regard?
Well, border security is very important for our community, but commerce is also as important for our community. So the chamber is a convener. The chamber is a platform where we can have access to convene the players in both sides of the border to understand how can we make the border secure, but flow of goods in and out in a proper manner, so the economy also doesn't suffer.
So you would probably say bringing in the federal government as far as Customs and Border Enforcement goes to work on that situation?
Definitely having conversations with CBP and any authority that requires cross-border connections there. Well, I've also spoken to the U.S. Consul General on both sides of the border. We've started conversations regarding this. We have an open relationship with both of them, and as you all know, these are good organizations that like to have our border work as seamless as possible.
All right. When we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Ricardo Mora, the new CEO of the El Paso Chamber. We'll find out the Chamber's position on some of the city and county's economic development plans. Stay with us. You're watching ABC 7 Extra Sunday.